Alright, so floor 6, right? We'll judge it on a floor 6, because I'm assuming people who have this weapon are going to be in like floor 6 or 7. They're not going to be master mode. I can tell you that. So you can see, Spirit Scepter clear. Don't really need to do anything much. Like, just go. Just go in here, kill it. It has reasonable killing power. Like, this is cat of 50 stats, but it has reasonable killing power. Oh, I see. Yep. So yeah, we'll see how fast the blood rush is here. Although I'm not exactly used to Spirit Scepter clearing, there are F7 players that are fucking cracked who are better than me at Spirit Scepter clearing, so... Alright, so 56 seconds, not too bad. Wasn't that bad of a map. I go to Dungeon Hub. Oh, we do the same thing for Glacial Scythe, right? If I do the same thing for Glacial Scythe, let me... Okay. Oh, Shadow Assassin. I mean, the fact that it procs twice if you hit it and then hit the floor is pretty good. Like, definitely requires a lot more use, because you can't just like look on the ground. I mean, you could, but it's not exactly the most ideal. So about the same time, but this is a much better map for it, because there's many bosses, relatively easy to clear rooms. I think you can see, for something like this though, I feel like Spirit Scepter clear would definitely clown on this, you know? Because you can aim for things far away, like, if I do this, just run around. Yeah. You can just run around with Spirit Scepter compared to, like, Glacial Scythe, where you actually have to aim and, like, properly know how to use the item. Like, just do this, maybe have a mod that blocks it so you don't, like, place the Spirit Scepter and you're good. But for this, it's just you gotta aim. There's no, like, you can play like this, but it doesn't have the spam ability. Or maybe it does, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't have the spam ability, the range is kind of bad. Like, this has a lot of range. You can see, like, it even hits things from here. You can see, like, the Zombie Knight's kind of close, and it isn't even hitting that. Like, Spirit Scepter range is just so much superior compared to... so much easier to use, so much better than if you were going to use Glacial Scythe. And on top of that, like, look, I don't even need to aim. If I were to use the Glacial Scythe, I would probably need to use more of my brain. So overall, in terms of what's easy to use, not to mention, it, for some reason, like, plugs out, like, Ice Spray. Like, if you hit it, you can see I Ice Spray and it's still moving. Like, it bugs out Ice Spray, it's not good synergy with Ice Spray, the slow isn't worth it, and it's not very smart usage. Like, you're gonna need to pay more attention. You know, for something like dungeons, you want to pay less attention, right? Which is why Hype is so good. You don't even have to pay attention, you just click and go. That's it. When it comes to this, right, even Spirit Scepter, you can click and go, right? The problem is that you need to aim. Like, look. And even if you were to be like, well, you can just aim down, it doesn't have the spam ability. Like, look. Like, right? You're sending way more bats than you are, like, even clicking, you're sending out way more bats than, like, shards of ice this thing's sending out. Like, I could go to, like, boss, maybe, and we can, like, compare it. I mean, granted, you're not gonna be soloing F6 with this thing. I would hope not, at least. But let me see. I'll just grab my plasma flux just for added survivability. Like, maybe it'd be good against Terras. It doesn't even do anything against Terras. Like, at least this is, like, somewhat spammable. Yeah, you can see, like, it does nothing. Like, when I was hitting it with the Terras, it was doing nothing. Meanwhile, Spirit Scepter cleaned it up real nicely. Now look versus, like actually no, Giants. The Pierce is nice, but it doesn't even look like it's hitting. Like, it doesn't even look like it's hitting. Like, it feels like it's not even hitting any of them. Like, but again, compared to this, you're sending out way more bats, more DPS. On top of that, look, you can see you're fine. You can see they're still running after me. Usually you ice spray after you hit something. So it's like the fact that they're still running after me full speed is ridiculous. I mean, yeah, you can ice spray first, but like, look at the damage, it's nothing. Come on. Just gonna... No. Okay, you can see, like, Mom's kind of struggling. Oh, I don't want that. You're not gonna use this to solo floor 6, but it's just not good. Is it worth the money? Absolutely not. I wouldn't recommend it. Just get a Spirit Scepter. It's literally like a third of the cost. It's so much better, so much easier to use. Like, why would you get this? It's just terrible. Yeah, just don't get this. The only reason why